Hey guys, Big Red 310s here again to review another edition of All Sides of the Wrestling World. Got quite a few number of shows to review today. I want to fit in a WCW pay-per-view. I don't know if I can. I have a lot of stuff. I don't know how to spread these reviews out. I still have to look forward to a review of Evolve 5 and the Crystal Gorilla Island. These reviews will not be in this video because I haven't seen them yet, and I feel like I already have too many things to talk about in this video. But those are coming. But right now, let's get into this video. Let's start off with Dragon Gate USA, Enter the Dragon. This show, as you all know, is a great show. There's no doubt about that. But what I would like to add on is that I think this show is an amazing show. In fact, I think this is Dragon Gate USA's best show since Untouchable. Now, I've heard the Untouchable this year was great, and I still have yet to see it. And the reason why is because people forget that the main event of that show was also included Bryan Danielson versus YAMATO, and that match I heard was awesome. So that match added to that already amazing show should make it better than Untouchable of the previous year. So I'm gonna wait for the DVD to come out until I watch that show. This, however, I did see the show earlier a few months ago because I did want to see it. There were matches I wanted to see. And it was definitely a great show. With Bryan Danielson, Shingo, and with the bonus matches, I think the whole DVD is a must-buy. I gave the whole DVD a 9 out of 10. Danielson Shingo I just thought was amazing. Oh my god. It just like, wow. It felt like it really felt different from everything else on the show. Not that everything else on the show was bad. It's just that, in fact, there was a lot of great stuff on the show. It's just that this match had a different feel to it, a different style to it, a different pacing. Shingo, said it before, I'll say it again, best wrestler in Dragon Gate, don't care what anybody says, one of the best in the world right now by far. And Danielson, he's the best in the world. Think about it, this guy was wrestling in the WWE a month before, and I've always said how Danielson's early indie matches weren't that good. I mean, he had a great match with Donst, and I heard his match with Gargano was really good, but they weren't like Bryan Danielson quality. And then just simply a few weeks later, boom, he puts on another Match of the Year candidate. This match is number 6, I believe, in my countdown. It's right behind the Dark Cybernetico match, which I moved up to number 5. And right above, I think, Tyler Black, Austin Aries from 8th Anniversary Show. I'm not sure. But yeah, definitely, you have to see this match. Buy its duty just for this match. But the Elimination Match on here is also awesome. The 4 corner survivals, the Fatal 4, whatever Dragon Gate calls their 4 corner matches. That was awesome. BB Hulk Masaaki Masuke, that was really, really good. I mean, yeah, it did get a little too spotty and a little too boring because it kind of dragged a little, but I still thought it was BB Hulk's second best match besides the match with Shingo. And, sorry, bonus matches. You have the entire pre-show, opening show. None of the matches are really that good. Lince Dorado Super Sheng was probably the best one. I just really wanted to see that because I really wanted to see Lince Dorado in a Dragon Gate ring. And then the 2 bonus matches they have are both really, really good matches. A lot of fun. I like these FIP bonus matches. So with the bonus matches in mind, and with just the whole presentation of this DVD, I have to give this thing a 9 out of 10. Definitely must have for any wrestling fan. Dragon Gate USA, Enter the Dragon. Next we got the Chikara shows. Scornucopia and the German. Someone asked me in my forum spring when I was going to review these. Here they are. Let's start with Scornucopia. Scornucopia I thought was... It was your definition of an old school Chikara show. It definitely was not. I mean, no, I don't mean that in a bad way at all. I just mean that this definitely was different from every other Chikara show this year. You can tell the matches. The show had a lot more comedy in it. The matches were focused a lot more about having fun than about having good matches, and it it was a fun show. Don't get me wrong. It was a really fun show. I'm just saying that it definitely felt like. When people say that Chikara is just a joke comedy promotion, I always tell them you don't know what the fuck you're talking about because yes, they do have comedy, but that's not like the center of their shows. It's true that it's apparent that you don't have any idea what Chikara is all about. But this show, I would definitely say, yeah, the center of the show was the comedy, and it worked. I felt not really the comedy, more the having fun portion of it, more so than the actual storylines or the wrestling. The opener was funny, I thought. Dash Sheffield Buckhawk. I like Buckhawk. Like his gimmick. Fun match. The Soul Touchers. You know you're going to get a fun match out of that match. And that was also a really good match that I really, really enjoyed. Lince Dorado Frightmare. Those 2 guys won't disappoint. Osir and Porto Barry Kadama I thought was fun. Main event I thought was fun, but still very disappointing. I don't know. I expected a lot more from that. Maybe on a regular Chikara show, that match would have been a lot better. And the Ultramantis Black team versus Icarus team, I thought was the match of the night. That match was so much fun. Oh my god, that match was fun. Everybody see that match right now, because that match was so funny, so enjoyable, and it was the match of the night. Like, all the matches, like matches 1 through 6, I'm not saying that I didn't enjoy 7. I'm just saying that matches 1 through 6, like, I really enjoyed while watching them. Like, I was so entertained. I didn't have anything going on. Unfortunately, I can only give the show a 7.25 because, well, all the matches are good except for I would say the first 2 matches aren't really that good. But matches 3 through 7 are all good to really good. But still not enough, like, greatness to, like, give it a really good rating. But I do really, really enjoy it. A 7.25, maybe even a 7.5. I don't know. I just had so much fun with this show. Definitely the funnest Chikara show of the year, in my opinion. Scornucopia. Check it out. All right, next we got the Germans. Good show, but a little disappointing show. There's a lot of good stuff on the show, but in my opinion, this is an arena show. You know, these shows kind of have to deliver. This isn't their season finale. If this was their season finale, I'd be very pissed. But like, like Chikara never disappoints in the arena. A Touch of Class, King of Trios, and Chikara vs. Rexx, I thought were all great shows. And I really don't feel... I feel like when Chikara goes to the arena, they have to deliver. I think part of the problem was the main event. I'm going to get into that first. Homicide versus Eddie Kingston. This match was good, but it dragged, and the crowd did not give a shit. Now, I do probably blame the Philly crowd for why this match wasn't as good as it was, because I hate the Philly crowd, as you guys saw on my Twitter. But, like, still, this match could have been so much better. Just so much better. It just seemed to drag. Homicide just seemed to have too much offense on Kingston. I mean, he was working over Eddie Kingston for like 15 minutes of the 18, 17-minute match. Eddie Kingston had his little revival at the end, and then they traded spots, and then it just kind of ended. You know, it felt a little long, and I don't know, this match could have been paced so much better. I don't think it was paced well at all, besides the crowd. And it was a good match, but like, seeing as how Chikara really wanted to get Homicide, and Homicide I don't think did much. The show drew 300. From what I believe, and Chikara vs. Rexx drew 750, so that should tell you something right there. I know Chikara vs. Rexx had the Dragon Gate talent with it, and it was also a part of a big wrestling weekend. And King of Trios obviously draws well. Touch of Class, I think, did better than this too. I mean, it did better than your regular Easton show, but for the arena, I think they had to draw more people. And didn't even touch through Savage Progress because of the Jungle Lights. So, but the rest of the show I thought was really, really fun as well. Soldier and Pink was one of the best Soldier matches I've seen in a while. That match was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that match. Really short, but I really loved it. Arik Lince and Dorado shocked the hell out of me. I did not expect that match to be that good. It was so much fun. Lince and Dorado proves once again why he's really underrated. Also, Twins vs. Unstable. This match wasn't good. It was alright. It was kind of nice. I gave it like 2 3/4 originally. I bumped it up because of the storyline progression. You have to see it. I don't want to ruin it. I like the ending a lot. It sets up the Reality is Relative show really well. It is a fun match, though. Also, Twins are a pretty fun tag team. I'm really looking forward to see more of them for the future. Equinox is so much better as a part of the Olsen Twins than he is as part of the features now. And it's not just... he's not that stale anymore. But in the features now, he was clearly, like, it wasn't, like, close. No, he was clearly the worst worker between him, Ricochet, and Jigsaw. And now, like, you know, and so, like, you looked at Equinox and you were like, you know, you're good, but you seem to be, like, dragging down the team. Whereas not, it doesn't really, you don't really get that here. Hallowicked to announce was so much fun, but it was only 6 minutes. So that's why the rating's a little lower than it should be. Sarah Del Rey and Daisy Ace versus Fist versus Quackenbush versus Portal. Really fun match. Again, this match seemed to drag a little. I also blame them in the Philly crowd. The first 10 minutes or so I didn't really like. That's why the rating isn't as high as it could be. Because Chikara usually delivers big with these matches, but it just wasn't that much fun in my opinion. It was still a really good match though. And the storyline progression here is great. Very, very important match. Probably the most important match on the show. Frightmare versus Gargano. This match was really good. This is their best match. I like this match more than their Dark Cybernetical match, in my opinion. Just so much fun. I know some people that thought this was overkill. I don't want to say why, but you'll see. Gargano just... not that it drags. The match is only like 13 minutes, but Gargano seems to kick out of a lot of moves. That's all I'm going to say. No, trust me, I didn't give anything away. You watch. But it is still a really good match. I really enjoyed it. The crowd liked it towards the end. They didn't really towards the middle. Crowd in the show sucked. But it was a fun match. And I do want Gargano to be the Young Lions Cup champion, because I'm not saying he won the title. I'm not saying he did. I'm not saying he won the title. I'm not saying he lost to Frightmare. You'll see. I do want him to be champion because I like him in the ring, and I feel that he can contribute more to the cup than Frightmare can. No offense to Frightmare, I really like Frightmare as well. I'm a big fan of Gargano. But we'll see. So yeah, here, just really good match. And finally, Ultramantis Black versus Aries. I know I skipped it for a reason. This match was really good. This was the best match on both nights, in my opinion. They played up the stipulation so well. It actually adds to the rating. You see a Falls Count Anywhere match, and people just like brawl around the ring. These guys went backstage. They went to the commentating booth. They went to the second floor, through the crowd. They even went outside of the building and wrestled on the streets for a little bit. Oh my God, they played up the stipulation so well. And the match was super entertaining. Super entertaining. And I just really loved this match. I had so much fun with it. God, it was just so much fun to watch. The funness of this match added a lot to it. Now, the only thing I didn't like was at the ending, this team, I'm not going to say who they are, debuts, and Ultramantis Black tells them to help them. You're supposed to assume that these are the new team of the Order of the Neo Solar Temple. And then a guy in a hoodie comes out and tells the team to come back. And the team just leaves. And, like, we don't even know why or how this team is with Ultramantis Black to begin with. So why are we supposed to care when they leave him when we don't even know why he's with them in the first place? I thought it was just all, like, it was like 3 months of angles put into one show, but it still did not hurt the match at all. I really liked this match. I give it 3 3/4. Definitely the match of the night. I'd give the show a 7.5. You know, by ratings, I should give it a 7.75, but I felt that the show as a whole did not disappointed. It was an arena show. I mean, it wasn't the season finale, but it still was an arena show, and I feel that the arena shows need to deliver more. But I still really like the show. A lot of fun. And hey, if you enjoy Chikara Fun, I would definitely recommend getting it at sale. The German 7.5. Maybe I might even go 7.75. We'll see. And now we got the guest bookers. Guest booker with Jim Cornette. This is pretty old, so I don't want to go too much into this. I really liked it. It was really fun. Jim Cornette's a really fun guy to listen to. Even if you don't agree with his booking, he offers a lot of great ideas and great stories about the business. Now, I didn't think his ideas were terrible. I mean, I know I've seen some bad reviews of this, but I've also seen some amazing reviews of this. I liked his ideas a lot. I do agree, though, with True Slayer that Sting versus Undertaker really is a dream match that we can see these days that we have yet to see. Whereas Jim Cornette thought there were no more dream matches left, and he also thought that Sting Rock would be a better decision, which, well, I don't know about that. But yeah, I did like his booking. I did really enjoy it. But in the end, I just, like, WWE would never do it. That's the thing. I mean, they didn't do it. That's why. But, like, even in a universe like that, you would never do it. But that shouldn't affect the DVD at all because it's a guest booker. You're supposed to do this for fun. I did really enjoy the DVD. A lot, actually. I would say it was really good. Next we get guest booker with Dutch Mantel, exposing TNA. Oh, yeah. This was a little disappointing, I'm not going to lie. There's like a 45-minute... half of the thing is a shoot. I mean, it is borderline a shoot interview. I would say, in fact, the booking doesn't even happen until the last 30 minutes of the 2-hour documentary. It's like shoot interview about his life, booking in general, then talking about TNA, then documentary. Now, to me, the problem with that is that they didn't go fully into detail into one or the other, into the booking or into exposing TNA. So we never really got like a full expose of either one. And that kind of hurt it, in my opinion. You wanted to do an investigative special, which they have done, and just do an entire thing exposing TNA, that would be awesome. Or do him guest booking. It's him guest booking the January 4th Impact until like the end of January of Impact of 2010. Or do that for a whole thing. Don't share it. Because when you share it, we don't get a full in-depth look at either one. And that to me did hurt the DVD. But I will say, the 10 or 15 or 20 minutes where he was exposing TNA, good stuff, good shit. Most of that stuff was Cornette, but I did like it. I did like it a lot. I really enjoyed it. I thought that was great. And his guest booking at TNA, while there were little inaccuracies, like in what they remembered, like Sting did not bury RVD on the January 4th Impact. That happened on the March 8th Impact. AJ Styles was face on the January 4th Impact. He didn't turn heel until a week later. Stuff like that. Like small little inaccuracies that they had. But it didn't really matter. It didn't really like affect the booking at all. It's just little inaccuracies. But it was still really good. Now, like I said, I did like the guest booking portion of it. I do like the guest booker series, but they didn't go too much in depth into that, and they didn't go do much in depth to exposing TNA either. So it was just kind of half. But I did really like it. Don't get me wrong. It was still really, really good. I would say it was a really good DVD. I would recommend picking it up. You know, it is there's some stuff that I think we all need to see. All right, I'm Big R310. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll do another one of these in the week. I'm out. See ya.